Like to see that. I'm sorry, but I'm shaking because your energy. I For those of you at home that aren't able to experience this, what I'm experiencing right now, your energy is so incredible. You're such an inspiration, but just being in your presence is just I'm in awe. Like your energy is so great.
I love this woman. Okay.
I'm being honest. I'm really being honest. Like
You are
this is
so
something that I'm never
you're
gonna
so sweet.
forget.
That is
Like
so you made my day. You know,
wow.
no, I've been up for a long time today because we've been doing interviews and stuff since about 6:30 this morning, and you have made my day. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. And that's going to happen on the 21st and the 22nd at the El Porto Theater in North Hollywood on Van Nuys. And on the 29th of this month, I'm doing a benefit concert, which is a spiritual concert, really. I have a spiritual CD that came out a few years ago. It's called Food for the Spirit, and I'm going to be singing some songs from that. But I'm also going to be speaking, and it's a benefit for two of my really closest friends. They are wonderful, wonderful people, and they're ill right now. They're both pastors, Pastor Frank Wilson and his wife Bunny. And Pastor Frank used to be one of our top producers and writers at Motown, and he gave all that up. He was one of the top guys in the world, really, and he gave it all up to become a minister. And so I'm going to be doing that on the 29th, and that's going to be at. Hold on one second.
Okay.
That's going to be at the Ramon Cortines School in downtown LA, and that's on Grand. And I hope people will come out to for the benefit of them and participate in that.
You may have to make sure you come out for that. For sure. That is. God bless you for doing that for your friends. That's amazing.
Well, you know, like I said, I love them, so I'm doing it for that. They're just wonderful people. Yeah.
And so are you. And speaking of wonderful people, can we do a little word association?
Yes, we can.
Since your one man show was called Words,
Yes.
so let's do words. So I'm going to say someone's name, and then you say a word that reminds you of them.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Let's start with Michael Jackson.
One and only. Michael Jackson. I have been watching entertainers because I always wanted to be one since I was probably 3 or 4 years old. I'm not exaggerating this. And I've seen everybody. I even have old films of Bessie Smith and Cab Calloway and Duke Ellington and Nat King Cole and people like that, you know. I've seen everybody. And before I saw Michael Jackson, the number one overall entertainer in my mind's eye was Sammy Davis Jr. Okay? Michael Jackson, I saw him when he was 10 years old, singing with his brothers. They came to audition at Barry's house. And my mouth just dropped open because here's this young boy, 10 years old, performing like he's about 30. Michael Jackson changed the look of music. And when you see all the young people who perform nowadays, they got all the dancers behind them. They're trying to do all the steps that the dancers are doing and all that. Michael Jackson changed the look of music. He was for the overall picture of it, the singing and the dancing and he's number one in my mind's eye.
Okay. All right. Do you need to start again? Okay. Marvin Gaye.
Marvin Gaye was my brother. We hung out all the time, almost every day, you know, did a lot of things together. And Marvin Gaye was one of the greatest singers to ever live, as far as I'm concerned. Because like I said, Marvin's my brother. You know, when I was recording a song on Marvin, it got to the point where if my session was going to start at 8 o'clock, I'd tell Marvin it's going to start at 6:30 because I knew he was going to be late, you know. And when I told him at 8, he still wasn't there at 8. You know, he'd be late. He'd come running, oh, Smoke, man, I'm sorry, baby, I had to so-and-so, you know. But anyway, I didn't mind because I would show Marvin my song. I would either sing it or I'd on tape or something like that for him. And he would proceed to sing my song like he knew it before he got there, like he had written it, like he wrote it before I did or something. I used to tell him all the time, hey, man, you Marvinized my song. Because that brother would do stuff with your songs that you never even dared to dream vocally. You know, he was awesome.
All right. The Miracles.
Oh, my heart. The Miracles, of course. I mean, we grew up together in the hood in Detroit, you know. And we started our group, and we started out. When we first started, we were called the Five Chimes, and then we evolved into the Matadors, and then we evolved into the Miracles after we recorded a first record, because by that time we had Claudette in the group, who was a girl in the group, so we had to change our name to something that would suit guys with a girl. But of course, the Miracles, you know, they're just my heart, because I've known. Ron's passed on now, but I knew Ron when I was 10 years old, you know, and I've known Pete since I was 12, and Bob since I was 14. Bob and I were actually born on the same day in the exact same hospital in Detroit. We have the exact same birthday, you know. And then Claudette, of course, she was my first wife, and I mean, the Miracles are just precious to me, and that's all I can say. I mean, we started our career lives together, and we did everything I think that a group could possibly do. We did it 2 or 3 times, and it was just a wonderful part of my life.